Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and today I shall be building the Beetle in Minecraft. Alright, so today we are building the most produced car in the history of the world. That is of course the Volkswagen Beetle, and I've managed to sort of put it in Minecraft more or less, I guess. I think it looks sort of like a Beetle. And I'm kind of proud of that actually. So I've sort of come across a couple of ideas for cars recently, and this was one of them. And I really sort of thought about it, and I said that I really had to build the most produced car in the history of the world, if I have any others here. So here we are, I guess. So this is gonna be a very simple build. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so about the history, you probably know it. This was developed just before the war, the Second World War that is, to be a modern car for German families to travel on the newly built Autobahn. It was designed to be quite inexpensive to produce, have enough power to get up to speed, and have enough room for a family. And it did all of those things. It was pretty much the first car of its type. So that's pretty cool. For the design, we have this very interesting overall shape, very aerodynamically streamlined. It was a sort of a 30s like design. And then we have an engine in the back, just like modern Porsches. We have a flat 4 in this case, and they were quite small engines, I believe, like 1.2 up to like 1.6 maybe, up in the later years. But don't quote me on the engine sizes. I'm not quite sure on that. So anyway, quite a simple car, rugged, and they were produced up until like the 2000s, I believe, in like South America and Mexico, I think. So that's pretty cool. Obviously in Europe they were outclassed by other cars years before. I think they stopped producing them probably in the 70s, maybe. Maybe like early 80s, I'm not sure, but it would be around that time period, I think. And they were of course replaced by the Volkswagen Golf as the family hatch. So anyway, let's go ahead and start building this thing. Okay, so we're gonna start with the wheels as per usual, and we have our nice standard configuration with one block of gap in between the wheels, and we have a 3 long wheelbase. Alright, after that we're gonna fill the in-between bits with yellow concrete. I've chosen yellow for this car because it sort of suits the Beetle. They were of course offered in different colors. But this is kind of nice. Also, I didn't mention this design was not a very sort of it wasn't something that was sort of that Porsche came up with. It was very similar to the Tatra design that was made into a car a few years earlier, like in the 30s. The Tatra had an engine in the back, also, and it was a larger car than the Beetle, obviously, and more luxurious and all. But it had the same sort of configuration of the engine in the back, and also the same kind of shape. So Porsche did kind of copy that design, but he made it like more friendly to general public, I guess, and he made it work. So anyway, we've got some stairs on the front here, and then we've got some carpet up over the front wheels. Alright, and then we've got some buttons on either wheel. There's one button, perfect. And then on the back we're gonna have more stairs where the wheels are, and then in the middle we're gonna have a note block. This is gonna be the engine sort of cooling. It doesn't really have a radiator because it was air cooled, but it had some openings in the back lid for additional cooling. Alright, and then we have some stairs up on top of the wheels as well. This design with the air-cooled engine flat 4 and later flat 6 would be transferred into the Porsches, the 356s and the 911s, and then only later, like in the, I don't know, 90s, Porsche would go to a water-cooled design. Maybe in the 80s though. It depends. They had different models. At least in the 911, they were stuck with the air cooling for quite some time, and it did work for them. The engines were not overly large, and they were able to make it work with air cooling. So anyway, we've got some glass all around, as you can see, and also on the back. There's two distinct models of the Beetle. There's one with a full rear glass that just has one full sort of sheet of glass on the back, and then on the hatch, and then there's the earlier version which had a split window on the back. So that's how you determine them. Alright, so we've got pretty much everything but the roof, so we're gonna need some black carpet for this. Let's see if we can find some, and we're gonna put it on the middle, in the middle there, and then we're gonna use the yellow carpet to make the roof. There we go, perfect. Now we just need some nice round lights. Now obviously I can't really do round, but I can do square fairly decently, so it should work, I guess. Let's see if we can get a block of gold, and also like a red block for the rear lights. Okay, so we got headlights, and then we've got tail lights. There we go, and that's pretty much all. As I said, not a very complex thing to build. So anyway, I've pretty much told you everything I know. I think so, at least. You can look up everything, double check it. Make sure to always be skeptical about what you hear on the internet, especially. You should always do your own research, and always think for yourself as much as possible. So anyway, with that lecture done, thank you very much for watching. If you like this, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.